Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC Wildcard matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let's go, baby.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a first and 10.
Check. No pass. No pass. Hot, hot. Go, go, go.
This is Mixon. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Mixon with a first down carry. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Go, 14. Got it. Rush in.
Now Wilson on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. 52,
come on. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Topper!
Just the mic. Here we go, D.
Check. Defense.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Back to throw. Herbert, he'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Switch it. Rock it. Right.
Throwing again. Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
40.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Let's go double drive.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
0-0.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Slam.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Check it back.
Look at me. Door. Ready?
On 1st down, Herbert, he's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
It's 3rd down.
Down. 10-2 stop.
52 is the mark, boy. 52.
X3. 218. Chop.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Look. Screen. Bravo.
From the gun, Herbert. This is caught. It's Cooks. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Now a throw left sideline here is complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Herbert, and he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Hey, lock it.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready up. Watch Mike. You must be trained.
On first and 10, Herbert flushed out right. Now he's got McCaffrey open, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set, 18, Gator.
Second and 9 now. It's complete to Chris Conley. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try.
Check 50. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wilson, he'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but... I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Go.
Check. Fresno. General West. Hey, Foxtrot.
52. Mike 52. I'm going to run you over.
Hard.
Watch twist.
From the gun on third down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a man who punted for the Broncos for 6 years, Britton Colquitt, on to kick it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Devontae Adams. Incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now Wilson looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. So we're at halftime in this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And this will be taken at the 13. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
I got you, boy.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Let's go,
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there. And
a big loss here as he's taken down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter. because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Shoot!
Third down, here's McCaffrey. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 3, check 3. Check it up.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Let's get off the field. Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slack.
Throwing is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
On the double.
52.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Score. Score. Let's go.
They'll run to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets it to Cooks. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Under 10. Out. 10. Cut. Snap.
And again, it's Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
Go, faster.
McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Wilson, and Adams has it, complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Wilson now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and that's complete to Adams. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
What? 52. You. Alert. What?
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
152 fighter. Topper, go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Broncos 7. Brandon set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Wilson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Grady Jarrett able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Touch 50.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
315. 12. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
No. He's checking. Crash. Hey, watch it. Leo. Check 3. Ready?
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get, Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.